What actually determines how healthy you'll be in the long run? Most people assume their health is shaped mainly by genetics or by what their doctor can do for them, but research tells a different story. Study after study shows that our daily habits and even our relationships have a bigger influence on long-term health than either our genes or our medical care. That means the choices we make every day can either strengthen our health or slowly work against it. In this video, I'll share 10 simple essentials that can help you build your best health. And stay with me because later we'll talk about one habit that research shows can increase your likelihood of survival by about 50%. Patients often ask me, "Doctor, what are the most important things I can do to improve my health?" It's a great question. Medicine can treat disease, but real health is mostly built through daily habits. One helpful way to remember many of the most important ones is a simple framework built around the word healthiest. These 10 essentials fall into 3 areas of health. The first 6 support the body's physical needs. The next 2 support emotional and restorative health. And the final 2 focus on relationships and spiritual well-being. Together, they form a whole-person approach to health, caring for your body, your mind, your relationships, and your spiritual life. Let's walk through them. Let's start with the 6 physical foundations, the basic things your body depends on every single day. First, hydrate. About 60% of the human body is made of water, and nearly every system in the body depends on it. Water supports circulation, brain function, digestion, kidney health, and temperature regulation. General guidelines suggest about 15 to 16 cups of total water per day for men and 11 to 12 cups for women. But about 20 to 25% of that usually comes from food, especially fruits, vegetables, and soups. So in terms of what you actually need to drink, most men should aim for roughly 11 to 13 cups of fluid per day, and most women about 8 to 9 cups. Of course, you may need more if you're exercising in hot weather or sweating heavily. Even mild dehydration can contribute to fatigue, headache, and difficulty concentrating. Next, exercise. Regular movement is one of the most powerful tools we have for preventing chronic disease. Most health guidelines recommend at least 150 minutes of moderate activity each week, which works out to about 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Adding strength training a couple of times per week is also helpful for muscle strength, bone health, and metabolism. And honestly, this is something I talk about all the time. Consistency matters far more than intensity. Simple activities like walking, cycling, or swimming can make a meaningful difference when they become part of your routine. The next essential is air, fresh air. Many people today spend 90% or more of their time indoors, but indoor air can sometimes contain higher levels of pollutants than outdoor air from cleaning products, building materials, or poor ventilation. Opening windows when possible, improving airflow, and spending time outdoors can support respiratory health and overall well-being. There's even research on something called forest bathing, which simply means spending time in nature among trees. Studies show it can help lower blood pressure, reduce stress hormones, and support immune function. Research also suggests that spending about 2 hours per week in nature is associated with better health and well-being. Sometimes, even a daily walk outside can make a noticeable difference. Next is light, especially natural sunlight. Sunlight helps regulate our circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock that affects sleep, energy, and hormone balance. Morning light is particularly helpful because it signals to the brain that it's time to be awake and active. Sunlight also triggers vitamin D production in the skin, which supports bone health, immune function, and many other processes. For people who struggle with seasonal mood changes, bright light therapy using special light boxes has been shown to significantly improve symptoms. In fact, clinical guidelines recommend it as a first-line treatment for seasonal affective disorder, and newer evidence suggests it can also help some people with non-seasonal depression. The amount of sunlight someone needs varies depending on skin type, season, and location. But whether it's stepping outside for a morning walk or using a light box during darker months, regular light exposure, especially in the morning, can make a real difference. At this point, you might be noticing something. None of these habits are complicated, they're actually pretty simple. But when simple habits are practiced consistently, they can have a powerful impact on long-term health. And in a moment, we'll talk about the one factor many people overlook that turns out to be one of the strongest predictors of long-term survival. Next is temperance. Temperance means avoiding what harms the body and using what's good in balanced ways. That includes avoiding harmful substances like tobacco, alcohol, and highly processed foods, and being mindful of habits that can easily become excessive, like constant screen time or stimulation. Practicing moderation helps protect the body over time and supports clear thinking, stronger self-control, and long-term well-being. Next is healthy nutrition. Food provides the building blocks the body uses for energy, repair, and normal function. Many health experts recommend focusing mainly on whole, minimally processed foods, things like vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. These foods provide fiber, vitamins, minerals, and many beneficial compounds that support long-term health. It's also worth remembering that not all plant foods are equal. Highly processed foods, even if technically plant-based, don't provide the same benefits as whole foods. The next two essentials shift our focus from physical health to emotional and restorative well-being. Next is intentional rest. Most adults need about 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night for optimal health. And sleep isn't just downtime. During sleep, the body regulates hormones, repairs tissues, consolidates memory, and resets parts of the immune system. In other words, while we're resting, the body is doing some of its most important work. But rest includes more than sleep. It also includes recreation, activities that restore joy, creativity, and mental clarity. And for many people, Scripture also points to a rhythm of Sabbath rest, a weekly pause to step back from work, reconnect with God, and allow life to reset. Intentional rest isn't wasted time, it's an investment in long-term health. Next is emotions. Emotional health has a powerful influence on physical health. Chronic stress can affect blood pressure, digestion, sleep, immune function, and many other systems in the body. Learning healthy ways to process stress, cultivate gratitude, and build resilience can support both mental and physical well-being. The final two essentials focus on something just as important, our relationships and our spiritual lives. Next is social connections, and this is the habit I mentioned earlier. Human beings are designed for relationships. A large scientific analysis that followed over 300,000 people found that individuals with strong social relationships had about a 50% greater likelihood of survival compared with those who were more socially isolated. Social isolation can trigger stress responses in the body, raising inflammation, stress hormones, and blood pressure. But strong friendships, family relationships, and community connections provide powerful protection, not only emotionally, but physically as well. And finally, trust in God. For many people, faith provides meaning, hope, and peace during life's challenges. Trusting God doesn't eliminate difficulties, but it often changes how we carry them. A spiritual foundation can bring resilience, purpose, and a deep sense of peace that supports overall well-being. So when patients ask me, what are the most important things I can do to become healthier? A helpful place to begin is remembering this simple framework. Healthiest. Hydrate. Exercise. Air. Light. Temperance. Healthy nutrition. Intentional rest. Emotions. Social connections, and trust in God. Together, these 10 essentials support whole person health, physical, emotional, social, and spiritual. If you found this helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these healthiest essentials do you think would make the biggest difference in your life right now? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy practical, evidence-based health education, consider subscribing. In upcoming videos, we'll explore each of these healthiest essentials in more detail. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you on your journey toward becoming your healthiest self.